Today's topic is genotype, characteristics of genotype, right? So, in my previous class, we have discussed about the construction, formation of junction, and transport of charge carriers like electrons and holes, and conduction mechanism in PN diode, how currents increase in forward bias condition, and how current decreases in reverse bias condition, and even if I increase reverse bias voltage, how the current in the reverse bias increases, and eventually how the PN junction diode will be blown off. Okay, so they are the concepts which we have discussed so far in our previous classes. Right. The main disadvantage of a PN diode is its breakdown in reverse bias condition. It will blow off. PN junction diode will blow off in reverse bias condition at very high voltages. Means in reverse bias, if I apply high voltage, then PN diode will blow off. Kalipotunnadi. So this is the major drawback for me when using PN junction diode. So what I am doing is I am moving on to Zener diode in order to suppress the disadvantages of PN junction diode. Okay. So how I'm going to achieve the advantages and how I'm going to achieve advantages in Zener diode over PN diode. Okay. So this is the concept today. Keep in mind that doping level doping level changes the characteristics of doping level doping level will changes the characteristics electrical characteristics of uh, semiconductor materials larger part. Okay, so doping is the major phenomenon which changes the characteristics of semiconductor materials which changes the characteristics of semiconductor materials. So in PN diode, what I am doing is, for 10 to the power for 10 power 3 sorry 10 power 8 atoms for 10 power 8 silicon atoms, I am adding one impurity atom in normal PN junction diode. But here in Zener diode, what I will do is for 10 power 3 atoms, 10 power 3 atoms, I am going to add one impurity atom, one impurity atom, one impurity atom. Okay, so this is what I am doing here now in Zener diode. Means the construction is same. I will take a semiconductor material. Half of the semiconductor material is doped with trivalent impurities to get p type, and half of the and half of the semiconductor material is doped with pentavalent impurities to get n-type semiconductor material. Okay, so the only one thing I am changing is the doping concentration. Okay, the doping concentration I'm going to change here. In PN junction diode, 10 power 8, 10 power 8 atoms, 10 power 8 atoms means for every one, means nearly 1 crore atoms, right? I think so. So for every 1 crore atoms, I am adding one impurity atom in PN junction diode. But in GR diode, I'm increasing the doping concentration much apart. Just for just for thousand, just for thousand, just for thousand silicon atoms, I'm adding one impurity atom. Means here availability of charge carriers, whether it may be uh, electrons or it may be holes, whether it may be electrons or it may be holes. Okay, the charge carriers will increase very high. Okay, charge carriers will increase large enough, and current also, the current carrying capabilities also increases in PN junction diode. In PN junction diode. Okay, so the doping profile will change the characteristics of semiconductor material large apart. Right? If we go for another diode called tunnel diode. In tunnel diode, the doping concentration is very much higher than the doping concentration of G0 diode. Okay, we will see it in next unit, right? So the doping profile is a major thing which totally changes, which totally changes the characteristics of semiconductor materials. The characteristics of semiconductor materials. Okay, so now the construction of PN diode and GN diode is one and the same. Okay, the construction of GN diode and PN diode is one and the same. There's no problem, right? But but here, but here, the only one thing is, but here the only one thing is doping concentration. Doping concentration. Okay, it will only changes. It will only changes. Okay. So now let us suppose, see here one thing. If doping profile increases large apart, if doping concentration increases large apart, see in xenon, I can say xenon diode as heavily doped PN diode. Is it right? So I can say xenon diode as heavily doped PN diode. So here interatomic distance in xenon diode will somewhat smaller than the interatomic distance in PN diode. Okay, so here interatomic distance is very less when compared to interatomic distance in xenon in PN diode. Okay, of course it is also mentioned as P here and N here, right? It is also mentioned as P here and N here. Why? Because xenon diode is a special type of PN diode. That's it, right? So, but it is very highly doped PN diode. That's it, right? So here half part of semiconductor is doped with trivalent impurities to become p-type, and remaining half with pentavalent impurities to become n-type here. N-type here. So the same process will continue whether it may be PN diode or GN diode. What will happen here? The concentration of electrons is very much higher in n-type. Okay, keep in mind that the concentration of electrons in n-type is high. Okay, we know it. But the concentration of n-type in GR diode is higher than the concentration of electrons in n-type in PN diode. PN diode లో n-type లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ కన్నా సరే జీనార్ డయోడ్ లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చాలా రెట్లు ఎక్కువ ఉంటుందండి. ఓకేనండి, నియర్లీ 10,000 times ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది అనమాట, రైట్? కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్. ఎందుకని అంటే డోపింగ్ అంత ఎక్కువ చేసాం మనం. డోపింగ్ మీన్స్ యాడింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంప్యూరిటీస్ టు సెమీకండక్టర్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్ ద కండక్టివిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎ మెటీరియల్. So here it is doped very very high. It is doped very very high. So due to this, the availability of charge carriers here in inside, that is electrons, is very 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 high, much higher than the concentration of electrons in inside in PN diode, normal PN diode, PN junction diode. Okay, now we are talking about GR diode. Okay, it is a special type of PN diode, highly doped PN diode, let us say, right? And here what will happen, here the electrons are majority charge carriers in n side, and electrons are minority charge carriers in p side. Okay, electrons are minority charge carriers in p side, right? This is p side and electrons are here minority charge carriers, right? So likewise in p side, holes are majority charge carriers. Keep in mind that the hole concentration in GR diode is far large when compared to the hole concentration in normal PN diode. Why? Because it is very very highly doped. Because it is very very highly doped. So the holes in P region in GR diode, the concentration is very high, and the concentration of holes in N region is less. Okay. Here in N type, electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. Likewise in P side, holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers. Electrons are minority charge carriers. So likewise in PN diode, in GR diode also, there is a concept called diffusion, because electrons will move from high concentration area to low concentration area. Likewise, holes diffuse from high concentration area to low concentration area under no applied bias here. I am not applying any bias here, right? Even then, what is happening? The holes which are majority charge carriers in P side will diffuse towards n side, and electrons which are majority charge carriers in n side will move towards p side. Okay, so what will happen, this electron move this side, and this hole move towards this side. So what will happen, recombination occurs. Okay, recombination occurs here in PN junction diode. So what will happen here, this electron and this hole will recombine such that uncovering of atoms takes place. Uncovering of ions takes place. This is called ionization. So at junction, atoms are ionized. Like in PN junction diode. Okay, normal PN junction diode. So what will happen here? Uncovering of atoms takes place here. So that at junction, what will happen? Here at junction? What will happen at the interface? A junction is formed here. Okay, a junction is formed here, right? So what will happen now? Now see here, this electron wants to move. Towards p side, and this electron so this electron wants to move to this side. Okay, and this hole wants to move this side. So what eventually happens is, the negative charge here will oppose the electrons will oppose these electrons moving towards n side, moving towards n side. Likewise, the holes is my voice okay now? Is my voice okay now? Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Okay. One more. Yes, someone messaged me that my voice is breaking and they can't able to see my screen also. That's it I am asking. Okay. So that's why I create all my drawings. Okay, okay, right, right. So here the uncovering of atoms takes place here and junction is formed here till now. Okay. So here one thing will happen that the charge which is accumulated, the charge which is accumulated on either side of junction, which is due to the process called diffusion, which is due to a process called diffusion, will will obstruct the movement of charge carriers further. Will obstruct the movement of charge carriers further. Okay. Here, keep in mind that there is a positive charge accumulated over here now, and here there is a negative charge accumulated over here. Okay. So this is my electric field, like in PN junction diode. Okay, similar to PN junction diode, similar to PN junction diode. So some voltage, okay, if it is germanium, the voltage is 0.3 volts, and if it's silicon, it is 0.7 volts. So let us suppose I'm talking about silicon. Every time we'll talk about silicon only, not germanium. Why? Because silicon is the mostly used material for semiconductor rather than germanium. Okay, rather than germanium. So here, keep in mind that here the barrier potential is 0.7 volts. Means it is means it is silicon. I'm using semiconductor material, right? So what is electric field? Electric field here is from positive to negative. This is the internal electric field set up due to process called diffusion. Okay. Keep in mind one thing that if 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 the semiconductor is highly doped, if the semiconductor material is highly doped, junction width will be very small. Okay, keep in mind that if if the doping is very high, then junction width will be very small. So I can say doping concentration is inversely proportional to width 1 by W. Okay, or I can say like this: width width So I can say width of semiconductor material is inversely proportional to doping concentration 1 by D. Okay, means if doping is high, the width at the interface will be less. If the width of semiconductor, if the doping level of semiconductor is low, then the width at the junction will be high. The width at the junction will be high. This point you have to remember. Okay, this point you have to remember, right? Doping concentration బట్టి మనకి width of junction అనేది ఉంటుందండి. Okay, since this Zinor diode is heavily doped, the width of semiconductor, the width at the junction will be less. Width at the junction will be less, but even then, it develops a voltage points on volt, which is called threshold voltage, Okay, which is called threshold voltage. And now what I'm doing here, I have electrons now. Here I have electrons. Since electrons are here, minority charge carriers in p type, and in n type, holes are here, minority charge carriers. Okay, holes are here, minority charge carriers. So now I want to apply a forward bias voltage here. Right? Forward biasing means the positive terminal of voltage source is connected to p type and negative terminal of voltage source is connected to n type semiconductor material, such that it will become forward bias. Okay. See here, due to this positive supply, and this is negative supply, right? So due to this positive supply, the holes which are majority charge carriers in p type, will be repelled due to this positive supply. Okay, so what will happen? Holes move from P to N. Generally. Okay, here there is a potential difference of 0.7 volts, and even when till the voltage 0.7 volts which is externally applied, the current doesn't appear for me. Okay, it's okay. Just I am telling you now how the electrons and holes will move on that given voltage supply. That's it, right? So due to this positive supply, what will happen? These holes which are majority charge carriers in p type will be repelled due to this positive supply. So holes move towards n side. So if the holes move towards n side, what will be the direction of current due to holes? Same direction. So this is direction of current I due to holes. I call it IH. Here this is current. IH is due to majority charge carriers. Okay, IH is due to majority charge carriers, right? And now the electrons which are minority charge carriers will get attracted towards this positive terminal of battery. So what will happen? Here? Electrons move towards positive terminal of battery. Electrons will move towards positive terminal of battery. Is it right? So when electron move towards positive terminal of battery like this, what will be the direction of current due to electrons? Opposite to the flow of electrons. This is the direction of current. Due to electrons. I call this current IE. Okay, this current is due to minority charge carriers. Keep in mind that. Okay, so let us move on to this n side. Let us move on to this N side. So here electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. Okay, what about direction of electrons here? Since I'm giving negative supply, to N-type material and electrons are here majority charge carriers which are also negative particles, these electrons will get repelled due to this negative supply. So what will happen? Electrons will will be repelled due to this negative supply and electrons move in this direction. This is the direction of electrons, IE. This is the direction of electrons, IE, which are majority charge carriers here. Okay. Then what about direction of current? See, for direction of electrons and holes, I am using red color, and for direction of currents, I am using blue color. Okay. So electrons are moving from N to P. So what will the direction of current from P to N? Opposite to the flow of electrons. Since electrons move towards this side, current due to electrons will be opposite. So this is the current IE due to majority charge carriers. Okay, majority charge carriers. Okay, and now let us move on to holes here. Since holes are minority charge carriers in N-type, and these holes gets attracted towards negative terminal of battery. So what will happen? Current will flow. What is direction of current? Same direction. This is the direction of current. I call this IH. So IH here is current due to minority charge carriers which are holes in N-type. So I am using another color, green color. See here the direction of current in due to electrons and holes. See, total current I is summation of current due to majority charge carriers plus current due to minority charge carriers. Okay, current due to majority charge carriers and current due to minority charge carriers. So this is the current due to majority charge carriers, this side. Okay, and these also current due to majority charge carriers. So this is the current due to minority charge carriers flowing from P to N, and here also it is flowing like this in the same direction. So these are the currents due to majority and minority charge carriers. Since the currents are flowing in forward direction from P to N, this type of bias is called forward bias. That's why the name forward bias. Okay, that's why the name forward bias, right? So here I am clearing unwanted portions of so is it okay for you? Is it clear for you till now? And now what about current? What about current now? What about current now? VI characteristics. Okay, I have to draw now VI characteristics. This is current direction. This is voltage. Okay, this I call V, and this is I. The threshold is 0.7 volts. Okay, the threshold voltage is 0.7 volts. Here, keep in mind one thing. I'm again you have to assume like this. Okay, this is the threshold. Okay, 0.7 volts. One side there are holes. One side there are electrons. Okay, there are electrons. So if I give 0.1 volt here, there is no current. Why? Because this excitation is insufficient to make transition of electrons and holes from p side to n side and n side to p side, since there is a interpotential barrier set up here which is 0.7 volts. So till 0.7 volts, till 0.7 volts, I don't have much I don't have much current. Okay. After 0.7 volts, this point, it is the point 0.7 volts. Okay. After 0.7 volts, current increases drastically. Current increases drastically for a small change in voltages. For a small change in voltages. Okay. So let us suppose the voltage I am applying is greater than 0.7 volts. So that current increases gradually, likewise in PN junction diode. Likewise in PN junction diode. So I am asking you one question, right? So I am the internal potential barrier is 0.7 volts and it is the internal electric field. This is the internal electric field. This is internal electric field in this direction from N to P. I am applying voltage here. I am applying voltage here. This is external voltage V. This is external voltage V. Greater than 0.7 volts now. Let us suppose I am applying 2 volts. Let us suppose I am applying here 2 volts. So what will be the 2 volts or greater than 2 volts, right? So what will be the electric field due to this external applied bias from positive to negative only? So this is the direction of electric field due to externally applied voltage. So this difference will so what will happen, what will happen, this difference voltage will be applied here, will be applied across the junction. So what will happen, see here in forward bias condition, just now I have told you the current increases, this junction width is proportional to resistance. If junction width increases, resistance increases. If junction width decreases, resistance decreases. Here I am saying, if I apply high voltage, what will happen? Current increases. Current increases means when current will increase? Only if resistance decreases. Only if resistance decreases. When will the resistance here decreases? If junction width decreases, then only, then only if junction width decreases, then only resistance will decrease. Let us suppose this is my junction width now due to applied voltage here, right? This junction width goes on decreasing. This junction width goes on decreasing if I apply more and more voltage here. If I apply more voltage here, more power voltage here, then the junction width will reduces like this. Okay, this is the junction width now. This is the junction width now. So if I increase the voltage here, if I increase the voltage here, okay, if I increase the forward bias voltage here, what will happen? The junction width drastically decreases such that the resistance at the junction decreases such that the electrons and holes will move from either side and current increases rapidly. Current increases rapidly. Okay, Nandi? This is the concept about forward bias condition. Okay, but I have to tell you one thing is this, that if you compare if you compare if you compare uh, the characteristics, if you compare the characteristics of PN diode with Ginard diode, if you compare the characteristics of PN diode with Ginard diode, see, Ginard diode is heavily doped PN diode. That's it. So if I drop PN diode characteristics also on this graph, so it will be like this. Means for same voltage, for same voltage, for same voltage, right? For same voltage, sorry, for same voltage, For same voltage, if you compare PN diode and Zener diode, current in Zener diode is high and current in PN diode is less. Why? Because it is heavily doped diode, so that there are more number of charge carriers present, so that current will be more in forward bias condition. And if you see, the characteristics of PN diode and Zener diode are one and the same in forward bias condition. Okay, the only problem is with reverse bias. The only problem is with reverse bias. Okay, let us move on to the concept reverse bias now. Okay, let us move on to the concept reverse bias now. So, oh shit. So here, now I am reverse biasing. Now I am reverse biasing. Now I am reverse biasing, right? So this is the graph for PN diode. Okay, this is the graph for PN diode. Sorry, Zener diode. Okay, and now reverse bias condition. What is the problem with PN diode? Means in PN diode, if I reverse bias, in PN diode, if I reverse bias, then what will happen? Due to due to avalanche mechanism, due to avalanche mechanism, due to avalanche mechanism, what will happen? The diode will be blown off. Why? Because there is a sudden, sharp, high increase in current. High increase in current. Okay, there is sudden, sharp, and high increase in current in Zener diode. Sorry, in PN diode. That is my drawback here in Zener diode, in PN diode. Okay, so that's why I'm moving on to this Zener diode. Right? Let us suppose I am reverse biasing this. Reverse bias means what? Reverse bias means what? Applying negative voltage or negative terminal of battery to P type and positive terminal of battery to N type. Okay. Okay. See here. See here. Actually, this is the barrier. Nah? Actually, this is the barrier. Actually, right? This is the barrier. Barrier width depends on electric field. Okay. Electric field. Right? Or due to barrier, some electric field is developed here, right? So I'm applying a voltage here, which is reverse bias voltage. So this is the electric field that is internally, I call it EI, okay, internally set up by the process called diffusion. And I am applying here reverse bias. So what will happen? There is also electric field due to this voltage source. So in which direction the electric field is now? From positive to negative. From positive to negative. This is the direction. Means epsilon due to externally applied voltage. Ex I call it. See here. What is happening? The internal electric field and external electric the internal electric field due to this barrier and means the internal electric field due to this potential setup at the barrier and external voltage source and this electric field due to external voltage source are in same direction. So what will happen? Both electric fields will sum up here. Why? Because both are in same direction. Both are in same direction. So what will happen? Junction width must increase. Junction width must increase. Okay. Keep in mind this thing. Junction width will increase. Okay. Likewise in PN diode. PN diode lagane ikkada kuda mana junction width increase avutundi. And there is another point, that is these are holes which are positive charge particles, will be attracted towards this negative terminal of battery or voltage source. So what will happen? So what will happen? These electrons move towards this negative terminal of battery. Okay, towards this negative terminal of battery. So what will happen now? Right? What will happen now? The electrons come outside. So sorry, the holes come outside. So this hole move from this ion and to be attracted towards this negative terminal of battery. Likewise, this hole also comes outside. This hole is also attracted towards negative terminal of battery. This hole also will be attracted towards negative terminal of battery. So what will happen here? What will happen here? Barrier width increases. Just now I have told you, due to these two reasons. First one is this electric field setup, EI plus EX. Both fields are in same direction, so this will add up each other. And second point is the holes will be attracted towards negative terminal of battery. So what will happen? Junction width increases. Junction width increases. So likewise, here the holes, the electrons are majority charge carriers here. Electrons are majority charge carriers here, and I am giving positive supply to this electrons. So what will happen? These electrons will be attracted. These electrons will be attracted towards this positive supply, so that uncovering of electrons takes place. That's why here also here also this bandwidth junction width increases. So junction width will be now from this point to this point. Junction width increases. Junction width increases because of 2 points. Because of 2 points. Okay. First one is due to this electric field setup. Okay. First one is due to this electric field setup here, and second one is due to migration of charge carriers from P side and N side. Okay. Due to these two reasons, the electric the junction width will increase here. So one point to remember here is, what will be the voltage here now? Actually it is 0.7 volts. Actually it is 0.7 volts, which is internal potential barrier. Okay, which is set up here. And here I am applying large voltages. Let us suppose I am applying here 2 volts. So the voltage here will be 2 volts. Voltage here will be 2 volts. Means the junction width here is dependent on this external voltage. 0.7 volt is the regular drop. See here. If I give 0.7 volts, if I give 0.3 volts here, current doesn't appear. Why? Because internal barrier setup is 0.7 volts. Okay. So if I give high voltage, then what will happen? The junction width increases here, and also the electrons and holes will move, and there will be some current, which is a minority charge carrier current. That current is due to this minority charge carrier current. Okay, since these are minority charge carriers, even though these are minority charge carriers, there is one point to remember, that is, it is highly doped. So even though these are minority charge carriers, the minority charge carrier number is somewhat high. Okay, ఈ minority charge carriers అయినా సరే, అంటే హోల్స్ తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఈ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ minority charge carriers కానీ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కూడా ఇక్కడ ఎక్కువే ఉంటాయి when compared to electron concentration in p side of p-n diode. నార్మల్ పిఎన్ డయోడ్ తో పి సైడ్ లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే జీనార్ డయోడ్ లో పి సైడ్ లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి, ఈవెన్ దో దీస్ ఆర్ magnetic charge carriers. Why? Because the number of holes here is very high. Okay, when compared to holes concentration in p-n diode. So ఇక్కడ మనకు కొంత కరెంట్ వస్తుంది. that current is in order of microamps, sorry, milliamps. Okay, so one point to remember is ఇక్కడ నేను వోల్టేజ్ ని ఇంకా పెంచేస్తూ ఉంటే, ఓకే, ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ ఇంక్రీజ్ ద వోల్టేజ్ హియర్, ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైమ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే దిస్ జంక్షన్ విడ్త్ విల్ బికమ్స్ కాన్స్టెంట్. But in PN diode, normal PN diode, if you see, if I increase reverse bias voltage, what will happen? This junction width also increases. If I increase voltage much more, then junction width increases, and eventually all the PN diode will become junction in PN diode. But here in Zener diode, after some voltage called Zener voltage, I call it VZ. Okay, till VZ. Let us suppose VZ equal to 5 volts. Let us suppose VZ equal to 5 volts. Means till 5 volts, I am applying voltage here. Junction width will increase. Okay, after 5 volts, what will happen? This junction width will become constant. Junction width doesn't increase at all. And what will happen means these charge carriers, these ions or these charge carriers. So what will happen means under reverse bias condition, what will happen means this voltage is applied here now. If I apply 5 volts here, then what will be the voltage here? 5 volts. What will be the voltage here? It is also 5 volts. Okay, so what will happen means vibrations will tend to occur. Why vibration will occur means the interatomic distance is very, very less here. Why? Because I am heavily doped. So the distance between two atoms here in heavily doped Zener diode what happens here? Due to this interatomic distance, the rupture of bonds increases. Due to the rupture of bonds, due to this voltage, the rupture of bonds will occur here. Due to this rupture of bonds, what will happen? The covalent bonds will break. Okay, the covalent bonds will break and free charge carriers come outside. If I increase the voltage further, then what will happen? The junction width will be constant here. If junction width is constant, what will happen? The voltage become constant. And due to rupture here, current increases. Current increases like this. Okay, current increases like this. Okay, so current increases rapidly. So these are the characteristics of reverse bias condition. And diode doesn't blow here. It heavily conduct in reverse bias also, but it doesn't blow off. Kalipodidi. Endukani ante the potential is constant. The junction width will become constant. Here. Okay, since junction width will become constant, what will happen? The diode doesn't blow off and current will increase now. Okay, why current will increase? Due to applied reverse bias voltage. This voltage is applying here at the junction, so that there is a drift here. So drifting of charge carriers will take place such that current increases due to rupture of covalent bonds, and bonds will break, and eventually the charge carriers become free to move and current increases rapidly. Okay. If you see the characteristics of normal Zener diode and PN diode, normal PN diode and Zener diode, these will be the characteristics. You have to know one point here. That is, see, I am plotting Zener diode characteristics and PN diode characteristics on single graph. These are the characteristics of PN diode. They are the characteristics of PN diode. Blue color here. Blue color here is the characteristic of PN diode. Okay. And now in green color, I am drawing the characteristics of Zener diode. So for the same applied voltage, current will be high. I will draw like this such that you will understand properly. This is PN diode. This is PN diode. This is PN diode characteristics, VI characteristics for PN diode. And on the same graph, I am drawing characteristics of Zener diode. See here, these are the characteristics of Zener diode for the same voltage levels. Okay. For the same voltage levels. Oh, yes, now it is right. Okay. And for reverse bias, if you take, in reverse bias, generally small amount of current will flow here in Zener diode. These are the characteristics of Zener diode. Okay, green color is the characteristics of Zener diode. So if you draw a line here, if you draw a vertical line here, for the same applied voltage, this is the value of current. This is the value of current for this voltage for PN diode. Green color is the value of current for the same voltage for Zener diode. Okay, this is the value of current for Zener diode, right? Of course, I'm not plotting to scale, but this is the concept, right? So in PN diode, voltage పెరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది రివర్స్ బయాస్ లో, కరెంట్ పెరిగిపోతూ ఉంటుంది, కాలిపోతుంది తర్వాత డయోడ్. But in Zener diode, after some time voltage becomes constant and current increases rapidly. That's why in reverse bias condition, Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. Okay, voltage regulator in reverse bias condition. Okay, even for example, I want to say one thing here. For example, the Zener breakdown voltage is 5 volts. Okay, Zener breakdown voltage is 5 volts. Let us suppose if you apply 10 volts here, if you apply 10 volts reverse bias, even then the junction width is constant. The junction width is constant here. Okay, junction width is constant here. The voltage will be 5 volts only. But due to this 10 volts, current may increase drastically, but voltage will become constant. So even though if I apply 10 volts, even then Zener breakdown voltage and the voltage across this barrier will be 5 volts only. Okay. This is about today's class.